Ladies and gentlemen, this is your fourth fight of the evening. It is an amateur bout, contracted at a weight of 170 pounds. Introducing first, in the blue corner, representing Victory Jiu-Jitsu in Moncton, New Brunswick, making his debut tonight. Let's hear it for Scott Vay. And in the red corner, representing Pictou County Jiu-Jitsu in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, put your hands together for the fighter making his debut this evening, Kyle Sutherland. The referee will now give both fighters their instructions.
Gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch them up, back to corner. Let's get at it.
There's Kyle Sutherland in the blue shorts, Scott Vay in the red shorts. Will the two grapplers go to the ground, or will it be a stand-up affair? We will see. Sutherland coming out very aggressively, winging punches from the southpaw stance. Guess we got our answer.
We got it, and Vay is looking to close the distance. He's got that clinch now, and that's the tough thing. You clinch a good judo guy against the cage, and it can be tough.
See a couple throw attempts there. Not surprising, going for the hip toss.
But Scott Vay, he's doing a great job keeping his hips close and kind of nullifying those hip tosses.
Briefly had the body lock, but he is really going for the takedown. Sutherland trying to pummel inside, stay on his feet. Sutherland seemed very comfortable with the stand up early. I don't think he wants to go to the ground. If he does, he wants to be on top.
Yeah, nobody in MMA really wants to be on bottom. Even if you're a guard player, the way judging is if you're on bottom, generally speaking, you're losing. So
especially with 3-minute rounds and no punches to the head, don't want to be on the bottom. Got away with a fence grab there.
So you can see here, like, Sutherland has the dominant position, but Vay here has the head position. And he's not able to get his hips in and get that toss the way that he wants.
Looks like hunting for a guillotine just a bit. Good job by Sutherland breaking away, throwing that right hand. You see his hips right in the center. Classic judo position. Once again, over the top for the guillotine. You hear his corner saying, drag him down. Well, right now, Vay just not giving Sutherland any space at all to get his striking going.
No, these guys have been stuck to each other almost from the opening.
I think he tasted a couple of those pounds. I think I'll go to my grappling here. Don't want to stand and bang with this guy. Oh, nice throw. Beautiful job right into side control.
Nice little foot sweep.
And I'll see if the purple belt can get his guard back and get something done, because right now, Sutherland on top. A little bit of a scramble there. Can't punch the head, remember. So far, the judo player, he wants to back up and strike. Sutherland very funky with that southpaw stance. Good body kick. 10 seconds left. Who's going to leave an impression in the eyes of the judges? And it looks like it's going to be Sutherland with a big takedown. Straight into the omoplata, but he won't get it. Time runs out.
Yeah, even though he got the takedown at the end, that's a tough round to score.
It is. It is. You saw the omoplata right as he went to the ground. Sutherland going for the submission. Back and forth first round for sure. But that was the second takedown of the round for Sutherland, and the first one right into side control. You see Shane Rice giving his instructions.
So we'll see who makes the adjustments here and what those adjustments are. If Sutherland wants to try to keep it standing and create more space, or is he going to commit to taking it to the ground again.
These are the fights where you learn fight IQ, my friend. It doesn't come naturally. You got to learn it. Here we go, round two. Scott Vey in the red shorts, Kyle Sutherland in the blue shorts. Judo player and BJJ blue belt in Sutherland versus the purple belt under Shane Rice in Scott Vey. And Scott Vey again right into the body lock. Surprised he's not changing level for takedowns. Seeing him play more into the judo black belt strengths going into these clinch positions.
Yeah, Vey now trying to pull guard. He really wants it to the ground.
Yeah, Sutherland wants none of that. You tell he respects the ground game of Scott Vey. Good job taking the back, little arm drag, but not able to get all the way behind him. And Sutherland able to turn and get back to this clinch position.
Yeah, judo guys are so proficient at getting that position and along the cage.
Another guard pull by Scott Vey. Sutherland just walking away from it. Head and arm throw, but the problem with the head and arm is if you can shrug and you can take your opponent's back, and you see that's what Vey's trying to do. Good job with the wizard to prevent that.
Yeah, Vey did a really good job to use that underhook to stand up and regain position.
Nice left hand right through the guard of Scott Vey. Kyle Sutherland just throwing with reckless abandon so far.
He's throwing bombs.
Yep, not a lot of setup punches, not a lot of footwork. Power shots from that southpaw stance on the left side. And another trip takedown. Interesting contrast. Foot sweep takedown, but doesn't want anything to do with the guard. So he takes him down, pulls away, makes him get up again.
Yeah, he must really respect the jiu-jitsu of Scott Vey.
Usually judo guys very comfortable on top in the guard. He wants nothing to do with it. Trapped in it now, though. Closed guard for Scott Vey. This is finally where he wanted to be. Let's see if he can do something with it.
Yeah, and if I'm Sutherland, I'm going to look to posture. And I know you can't land headshots, but you can soften the body and just keep that posture so that you're out of that harm's way in that bad position, right?
Another easy takedown. Another good straight left. Oh, another one over the top right by the ear. Scott Vey so far no offense on his feet.
I think the momentum is definitely leaning towards Sutherland right now.
100%. 10 seconds left, and Sutherland just swinging away like he's trying to chop down a tree. As you said, Chris, all the momentum right now with Kyle Sutherland. If you are in Scott Vey's corner, if you're Shane Rice, how is he trying to get back in it?
Yeah, I mean, his game plan so far just really is ground dominant. He's been trying to pull guard, and he hasn't been successful at that. So I don't know if you break the mold altogether and just go with reckless abandon with your hands and try to make something happen.
Or maybe better timing on a double leg, single leg. There's been a lot of upper body, and that plays right into Sutherland's strengths, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that Sutherland's going to be coming forward with the punches, so I would probably try to, slip under those, change levels, and change up the game plan a little.
Because right now, Kyle Sutherland very confident with the strikes. And on the ground, Scott Vey just not able to get anything done. Had full guard briefly and just can't do anything with it. And it's more of the same so far in round three.
Yeah. Yeah, Vey's got to do something different here. I don't even know, maybe pick up a single leg or try to mix it. But he's becoming very routine with what he's doing, and Sutherland isn't respecting it at this point.
Well, Sutherland doing the veteran thing, although it's his first amateur fight, which is stick with what's working. So far, he's having success on the feet. Might as well stay with it. Make your opponent change the game, and right now we'll see if Scott making a guillotine now, and it is tight. He is cranking on it, going underneath the hand, making it a power guillotine. You see Scott Vey turning to his side to relieve the pressure.
Yeah.
Looks like he's out of it.
Yeah, Vey was doing everything that he proper to escape that and take the pressure off. We'll just see how this transitions here. If Sutherland can keep it and turn it up, it looks like he is.
Going for it again, not able to keep it, and he backs off. One thing we have seen, flopping to the ground, he might be hurt. Briefly thinking about a sweep, that's not happening.
Yeah, when you're taking that kind of punishment to the body, and you're up and down, and there's
so exhausting.
It's exhausting, and I think Scott right now is just feeling it.
Question here: does Kyle Sutherland have enough to turn it on and maybe get a stoppage? Going over the top for the guillotine. Tried that in the first round, wasn't able to find any success. And once again, pulling guard.
That's the thing. If you believe in your jiu-jitsu, and if that's what it is, as tired as you are, you can pull these submissions out. So you can never let your guard down if you're Sutherland. You gotta maintain that respect for what he has.
But every time it has gone to the ground, Sutherland, heavy hips, good posture, head up. It's easy for him to back out again.
Yeah, he's doing everything right to stay out of danger.
Nice knees, good body kicks early, but the problem is body attacks usually pay dividends later in a long fight. I think it might be too late to go to the body. He's got to look for a knockout shot. It might be.
Yeah, if you're Scott Vey, you got to be going for broke right now. Whether that's punches or pulling submissions, but you see he's trying here. Using the overhook and trying to pull guard, but I don't know how much juice he has left to pull off a Hail Mary.
About
like
5 seconds left, and it looks like this is Kyle Sutherland's fight. You hear the pop from the crowd. Great stuff from Kyle Sutherland. Excellent boxing, able to stay out of trouble on the ground, good positioning. And his judo, he was able to stay on the feet. Nothing Vey did was able to get him good position on the ground, and that's what he needed, Chris.
Yeah, the judo guys and wrestlers, their hips and their overall strength is incredible. Great position, stayed out of danger, and I mean, Scott Vey, he didn't have a whole lot of success, but he didn't look for a way out, and he stayed in that fight and was trying to the last minute to do what he could. He just came up short.
This is my first time in Nova Scotia. I don't know what you feed these guys, but everybody we've seen has been tough as nails.
Yeah, this is the East Coast, Atlantic, Canada. They're
tough breed out here, my man.
Born and bred tough.
And I would be amazed if we saw anything but a decision win for that man, Kyle Sutherland.
So we talked a lot about the amateur, this amateur division and how much jiu-jitsu we'd maybe see on the ground, but we're seeing a slugfest.
It's all set. 3 minutes, I'm throwing everything I got. But it's led to some exciting fights tonight.
Definitely.
And it teaches the grapplers, what works in a jiu-jitsu tournament, 7-8 minute matches, 10 minutes if you're a black belt, doesn't work in a quick 3-minute fight.
No.
Here's Craig Ferguson with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the decision of the judges. Judge Ian Bridgman scores it 30-25. Judge Wayne Gray scores it 29-28. Judge Eric Nevin scores it 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Kyle Sutherland! Terrific way to make your debut tonight, Kyle. I know you're a judo black belt. We saw a lot of that come into play, but thought the striking looked real sharp as well. Tell us about your preparation for this fight.
Oh man, I started working on my boxing back in May. Been working with my boxing coach, Mike, boys over at Hubtown. Man, they got me ready for this. Set me up for a game plan against a great grappler.
Yeah, tell us about that. He was doing everything he could to drag it to the ground. I know you're probably pretty comfortable down there yourself too, but tell us how you kept it standing.
Oh, just hard work on the fence, knowing that control, knowing that body position in judo, and that was key. Could have went to the ground, but why risk it?
Big debut tonight for Kyle Sutherland. Let's hear it, everyone. Victorious at Fight League Atlantic.